Hey, what's up? How you doing? Prodish, what's up, man? Hope you're well. Let me just fix this focus. And there we go. You know, I had to come live, I guess, 2 hours ago, but I couldn't come. So there's that. What's up with you? Let's get this started. Prodish, my man, I never asked you where you from. Are you from Russia? I think it's focused, no? Yeah, but let me just try to flip this a little more and this so that it's better. The viewing is better. Maybe I can zoom this in just a tiny bit. Yeah, this looks nice. All right, let's get to it. What is up, everyone? Whoever's chilling, whoever's having a good time, or whatever fun they're having. I hope everyone's just doing great. Trying to give his hair a little volume. And the darkest tone should only come where we need like the entire emphasis. So that's what we are doing. So I'm using a filter to make the silver graphite look blackish because it usually does that. And like without the glare, let me show you. Without this filter, it might look silverish, right? And with the filter, you are able to see all the details. So there's that. There's that. So yeah, let's get back to it. We are only giving the darks. Also that the background noise is the fan. So I'm not going to do a lot of detailing, but I'll only try to add as much information that I can put in a limited time so that the drawing looks kind of decent. All right, let's put a little detail in his ear. And darkening the darkest spot. Oops, sorry. Let's give him his shirt. There's a button here. Let's darken, darken, darken. trying to be quick, but also trying to give information and not just doodle away the space. This is defining the folds in his shirt and the shadows. So we are only trying to grab the shadows real quick. So at this point somewhere, hey, what's up? What's wrong with this? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about fixing my lens a little. I think this is way better now. Hey, McGuire, what's up? Hope you're well. Right, let's quickly get to the drawing. So over here, I want to make his hand appear holding the sword, and the hand is going, since usually the size of the hand is as big as the face, but since we're going to show sort of a foreshortening, this needs to be bigger. So I will quickly mark the space for his hand without doing too much of a detail, and we'll come to the drawing in a bit. So that's his second finger, that's his third finger, no detailing at all, just the basic drawing, basic shape, and let it be. And to draw his knuckle, we are not going to draw his knuckles, we are just going to understand how we are at this point as we are running to do the detailing. Now once I have done this, I came to know this was a wrong decision, so I will just draw over it and take this line further down. This is where his wrist start from, so let's give this a little line, and that's the back of his palm. Right, so we have made the structure for his hand, for his fingers. Right, so let's give him something to hold. This handle will define the grip, this pinky finger will define the grip, and the handle defines how thick this grip is going to be. And from here we'll extend this line, give it sort of a curve, and darken the spot. We'll give it detail in a bit. Let's darken the surrounding of his hand. Let's give this sword a handle sort of thing. This will define handle. We got to make it parallel with this line because this is where his sword is going to come, and we can't have this sort of a bending position. We just got to take care of that proportion. So yeah, give this thing a little more detail by darkening it so that it looks like that it's made of a glossy or a metallic material. It's really important to differentiate all the materials with different intensities. So, but that's nothing fancy, it's just something that you get to do a lot and figure out. Alright, so let's do the blade now. There it is. And we'll do the detailing in a bit, but for now what we can do is just give it a shade and a little white part to define that there's sort of a gradient effect on the sword. We'll come to the detail in a bit. Alright, let's draw the rest of the stuff. Over here is his waist with a lot of folds in his shirt, and this is where his foot should come. I hope you can see the drawing. Let me zoom this out now. Let me zoom this out because I think it has clipped. All right, let's get to it. I really want to extend this line, but all right. So I'm putting these what's it called, texture in his robe. And there should be some shade over here as well. You don't need to do a lot of detail, but even the slightest of textures that you're placing on should give enough information of what you're trying to draw. It doesn't need to be accurate, but impressionistically it should have all the values. Because remember, it's a quick sketch, it's not something that we are doing in detail. So far we have been like 12 minutes in this drawing. Let's say we have been about like 15 minutes in the drawing. Let's draw detail on his fingers. Guys, I'm sorry I wasn't watching the messages. And it's alright if you're better than me. That's super cool. Alright, let's draw something else. I know that I've taken more time, but it's okay. Let's draw more stuff. Like, why not? Just a second, we're just starting. What is up, everyone? And I'm using a 3B. All right, guys, I think I have to go now. Let me quickly try to take this off. Hope everyone had a good time, and I will catch you again tomorrow. So I see you guys. Thank you for being here. Take care. Bye.